Good morning, children. This is your sociology class. In the previous video, I have taught you the meaning of society, its characteristics, and our next topic is the rural society and the urban society. These two types of societies we have to study. So in this video, we'll study the rural society. What is a rural society? A rural society consists of people living on dispersed farmsteads, means the houses near the farms of the people, and in a hamlet or village, which forms the center of their common activities. Again, I am repeating, a rural society consists of people living on dispersed farmsteads and in a hamlet or village, which forms the center of their common activities. Then we can say that a rural society may be defined as a group of people permanently residing in a definite geographic area who, having developed a certain community consciousness. So these are the two definitions of rural society. Rural society means the society which is residing in the villages, and these are the backward areas and their main occupation is agriculture. So let us discuss the features of rural society. Firstly, rural society has community consciousness. These village dwellers have a sense of strong unity, and the relations between the village people are very close or intimate. They personally know each other. Their customs, conventions and culture are common, and they jointly take part in all the religious celebrations or activities. Next, role of neighborhood. It is very important in the rural society or village community. So, role of neighborhood in a village is of great importance. There is not enough of individuality and the speed of life is very slow. So, the person and the neighbors, they all enjoy their joys and they share their sorrows also. So, they live like the family members. This is the role of neighborhood. And in the village, people assist each other, they help each other, and they have closest neighborhood relations. They are considered as their real members of the family. Then, joint family. So, in the rural society, we see the system of joint family, though it is breaking in the cities, but it is still prevailing in the villages. So it makes the relationships of the people very strong, and it still retains its hold in the villages. The agricultural occupation requires the cooperation of all the family members. For example, the men plough the field generally and the women harvest the crops, and their children also help them. They graze the cattle, etc. So the whole family works together. Therefore, they prefer joint families. Then fourth is faith in religion. This rural society has deep faith in religion, and generally they associate all their economic activities with religion. So these people who are living in the villages have deep faith in religion and also in deities. Their main occupation is agriculture, which is largely depending upon the vagaries of nature. So they worship the nature for the well-being of their agricultural products. The farmer acquires an attitude of fear and awe towards natural forces and starts worshipping them, like for rain, etc. Then another feature is simplicity. The village people generally lead a simple life. They are simple and plain people believing in God, and their behavior is natural and not artificial. So they do not believe in pretensions. They live a peaceful life. They are free from mental conflicts. They are sincere, hospitable, and hardworking people. And their life is generally governed by the social norms because they have a sort of fear of the society. Then, next feature is social homogeneity. The rural community or rural society is homogeneous by nature. They have a sort of similarity. They are very simple people and easygoing. So people are united and they have similarity in terms of thinking, behaving, dressing, habits, values, cultural patterns, morals, etc. And it is easily visible. So they have homogeneity. Then primary relations dominate in the rural society. So a village group or village community is often addressed as a primary group. Why? Because the members share the primary relations or face-to-face relations. They know each other very well and therefore there exists an informal, personal and inclusive bond. They are very close to each other. So they have a sense of belonging to the community which holds them together. Next is informal social control. There are two types of social controls, formal and informal. So the social behavior of these people means the village dwellers is simple and regular, and that is why social control is also simpler and less problematic. So they are controlled by their customs, traditions, values and morals. So they trust in the informal means of social control. Then occupation. So if we talk about occupations, they are engaged in the primary occupations and agriculture is the main occupation of the village people. And agriculture is also associated with various crafts like pottery, basket making, mat weaving, house construction, toy making, spice grinding, shoemaking, etc. And then next is importance of family. This is our last point. So the rural community or society is built around the institution of family. So family bond is very strong in the rural community, and family lives, eats and works together. It is seen generally, and it is united. Economic and social needs of all members are fulfilled by the family, and which family? They are generally the joint families. So people are morally bound by its traditional values. Whatever are the family norms, it is obeyed very sincerely. So once again I am repeating the features of rural society. First feature is they have community consciousness. Then the role of neighborhood is very strong. Joint families are found there. They believe or they have deep faith in religion. These are simple people. Simplicity is the main characteristic feature. Then they are the homogeneous people. The primary relations dominate in these communities, and they follow or they are controlled by informal social means of control. Then the main occupation is primary and mainly the agriculture and importance of family. So all these are the features of rural society. Now let us see what are the problems of rural society or the village community. So first is economic problem. This is the main problem of the village dwellers, comparatively these rural people are poorer. In India, more than 40% of people live below the poverty line, and disintegration of joint family system, increase in population, agriculture related loans, traditional methods of cultivation, unemployment are some of the factors which lead to poverty in the rural areas. So they face the economic problems. This is the major problem of rural society. Another problem is lack of educational facilities. Still, large number of people are illiterate in rural areas, and many villages do not have schools or teachers, and they have very poor infrastructure. These people are surrounded by traditional and superstitious belief, which results in a failure to get the jobs. So it is another problem that they lack the formal education. Then third problem is traditionalism. These rural people are bound by traditional values. So these values are strongly imbibed in their behavior. They follow it strictly, and they do not accept any change easily because they believe in tradition. So this traditionalism we see is a hindrance in their progress because it pulls them back. Then fourth problem is lack of civic amenities. So generally we see that in these villages, the basic civic amenities like medical facilities, electricity, communication and transport facilities are not sufficient. Though it is increasing, the development is taking place, but it is still insufficient. So it is not sufficiently developed and provided to these people, so they still lack in civic amenities. It is another problem. And next problem is the social problem. So in this social problem, there are many social problems. So due to illiteracy, it is a social problem. Illiteracy, poverty and traditionalism, rural people fall prey to various evil habits because they are illiterate, they are poor, they are traditional people, they believe in tradition, so they generally fall prey to various evil habits. And people are habituated to smoking, drinking, and they become the victims of natural jealousy, cheating, etc. These poor rural people are exploited by the higher classes or by the mediators. And another social problem is that, as we have seen, that traditionalism is existing. It is prevailing in the rural communities. So caste system dominates them, and due to this system, they do not receive changes or do not accept the changes. The people are bound to their traditional caste occupations. So all these are the problems of village community. That's all, children. Now in the next video we'll study about the urban society.